Alright guys, welcome to the channel. My name is Dan. In this episode we're going to be talking a little bit about business. I've been thinking a heap about my business lately, better ways that I could maybe run it, how I could potentially grow the business or run things more efficiently. And it just sort of got me thinking, if I was in the trades and I was just starting out, what are a few things that I wish somebody had told me? So that is what this video is about. We're talking about 5 things that I wish I knew before I started. All right, let's get into it. Man, the light is all over the... All right, so let's jump into it. Starting with number 1, if you're just starting out on your own, find yourself a good bookkeeper and accountant. This one is crucial in my opinion. Unless you have studied accounting and or bookkeeping, just don't attempt to do this yourself. For both my accounting and my bookkeeping services, I'm only paying a little over $100 a week. That all my tax is sorted, all my books are kept in tip-top order. I know exactly where the company stands financially, and I don't have the taxation office chasing me for money. Now, when I was first running the company, I was using another accountant. He wasn't so good, and long story short, basically to rectify this guy's mistakes and the mistakes that I was probably making as well, cost me about $5,500. So yeah, don't skimp out on this one. Just when you start your business, find yourself a good accountant and a good bookkeeper. They don't cost a whole lot, they're tax deductible, and you'll make sure you're doing everything right. All right, number 2, big game changer for me was digitizing my quotes. What do I mean by that? Well, for any of you guys that have seen my quote video, not many people have, but I go into detail about how I use my phone and I use a tablet that's synced together. So I spent the first 3 years running the business and I'd misplace the paperwork. It'd be like on a piece of paper in the back seat of my car somewhere. Wait, where the bloody... And the client will call me saying, yep, we're ready to go with this job, and I had no idea what the quantities were or what anything was. And it's pretty embarrassing having to go back out to a job to remeasure everything. So by digitizing everything and having it all live on the cloud, this means that all I have to do is type in the client's name, it pops up, and up with it pops everything I've written with all their contact details, the drawings, photos, the measurements, the quantities, like everything is there in the one place, and it syncs between devices. So digitizing my quotes was just a massive game changer for me. All right, number 3 for me, this is a massive one, and this is where a lot of people go wrong. Make sure you're covering your costs. So if you want to get paid $45 an hour, make sure on top of that $45, you are putting the costs of your car, your registration, your insurance, your tool allowance, bank fees, bookkeeping fees, all of that. Work out what that costs you an hour to have, and make sure you put that on top of what you want to earn per hour. Otherwise, you'll be paying for that out of your $45 an hour, and you might as well just be going and working for somebody else if you're going to earn that sort of money. So make sure you are covering all of your costs. Don't sell yourself short. Number 4 is stay organized. Now, this kind of ties into the digitize your quotes. That is me staying organized with my quotes, but it really doesn't end there. I think in every part of your business, you want to try and stay as organized as possible. So that also includes your books and how you deal with incoming leads. And it also goes to your work vehicle. If you can stay organized there, you're going to be saving a stack of time. I used to run a pretty sketchy setup where you just throw every tool in the back seat. However, when I needed to find the rotary hammer, I had to dig under piles of tools. Or if I was looking for a certain fixing or a certain drill bit, I mean, I would spend sometimes up to like 20 minutes trying to find one thing. Do that a couple of times a day or a few times a week. I mean, that's serious time. So now I try and keep my tools as organized as possible. I try to pack them up at the end of every day instead of just throwing them into a pile. I mean, this also goes hand in hand with keeping batteries charged. keeping drill bits replenished, having sandpaper, by having a stockpile of all my disposables. Yours may be different from whatever trade you are. That's keeping me working faster on the job, less trips to the hardware. It's just organization. Organization pays, and it's gonna save yourself a ton of time. The quicker you can get in and out of a job, the better. So yeah, stay organized in all aspects of life if you can, you know. And number 5 for me is make sure you make time to work on your business. This one's a massive one for me. I used to just have my head down, working away, and before you know it, we'd be at the end of the job and I had nothing teed up for the Monday. So Monday rolls around and I'm spending all weekend trying to find a client that's happy for us to start. This happened to me more times than I would really like to admit. I was just too busy working in the business and I wasn't working on the business. And it actually goes deeper than that. Chasing leads, doing advertising, getting quotes back in time. All of these things are working on the business, not working in the business as such, like on the tools. So ever since I've really made time to work on the business, the company as a whole has performed a whole lot better. Anyway, that is it for me. It's just a quick little one I wanted to throw together. If you're starting a business or you know anyone else that is, these are 5 points that are just going to help you start in the right direction. I really had no idea what I was doing when I started, so this is just really to help those people that are thinking about starting a business. So as a recap, get yourself a good bookkeeper and accountant, digitize your quotes, game changer. Make sure you're covering all of your costs, stay organized, a big one too, and make sure you put time aside to work on your business. That just about covers it. I hope you guys got something from the video. Thank you so much for watching. Yeah, see ya.